Hello. All right. So I played the first game of a new tournament. This one is in Alondra Park Chess Club. Um, so I played an unrated player in the first round. Not the most interesting game. I actually at first wasn't even planning on like bothering to put it into the database or record a video. Um, but I don't know. I did promise myself I was gonna like look at every single game I play and post it. So I'm doing it anyway. But it's not the most interesting game, but there's always something to learn. So all right, so here it goes. So this was the Petrov fence. I'm white here. Um, and I don't know. I just always hate playing against the Petrov. I don't have a line against it that I like to play. For some reason, I never really liked knight takes pawn. Um, So I just played D3. I don't even know if that's really that good a move, but I did look in the database and it is played by some strong players occasionally. Um, I don't know. It's not a great move, but I just really hate all the other lines. Um, this is what's normally played. So I mean, I did toy around at one point with the Cochrane Gambit. Um, but I figure, I'm playing an unrated player here. He could be good. Like I have no idea. And the Cochrane Gambit's dangerous. I mean, it's dangerous for black as well, but like if he defends properly, he's just up a clear piece. Like really, all he has to do is to like get his bishop. He needs to get his bishop here, his rook here, and like to manually castle. Like that's his plan. And if he gets it done, White's just kind of screwed. So, I don't know. I didn't want to get into that in like a rated game against an unrated player. So I just did this. I've never really even studied these lines. Anyway, um, turns out I didn't even necessarily play it that badly. So anyway, so let's get into it. So he just started kind of mimicking, he was just playing whatever moves I was playing for a little bit. After h3, though, he pushed d5. And this game stays pretty even for a while. I decided to take on e5. There's some other options, including knight takes pawn. I didn't like this though because um, well, actually, so knight c3 is an interesting move here. If I just take here, um, then just trade queens, and I don't know. This seems boring to me. It's also not necessarily that good. Um, but knight c3 is actually pretty interesting. Um, so after he takes here, queen takes, and again, I don't really want to trade queens against an unrated player either, just because like a lot of complications are just gone. And I feel like, there's a good chance he's not very good. And if that's the case, it's better to keep the queens on the board, keep it complicated, and hope that he messes up and I get some kind of attack. Trading down all like this much, I don't know. I did not want to do this. So anyway, so I took on here. Castles, knight c6. All this is pretty normal. He went queen e6, which was not great. He's just blocking his bishop in. Like he really should just go like queen d8 after rook e1. This is just like an interesting game. It's, normal. But yeah, he went queen e6. And all of a sudden putting pressure on this pawn, like the queen's here. It's not great for him. I think the computer already evaluates this as like it's slightly better for white. Um, Castles, bishop f1, just so I can start eyeballing that. Rook d8, bishop f4, right? So he can't take the bishop because of the queen here. E4. And here I can either take the pawn on c7 or go knight takes e4. I went knight takes e4. But both of these are good. After bishop takes, rook d7, bishop d3, it kind of turns into the same thing. So rook takes e4, queen f5. Now bishop takes c7. And here I'm already like better. A5. What he should probably do is to just go queen takes rook. Rook takes. Rook takes. I'm just up two pawns though. So actually maybe this is not good for him because it's just I'm up two pawns. So maybe what he did was okay. Queen E1, king here, E3. Not really sure why I did that. Probably just to avoid any like knight B4 moves. And that's probably why he went A5 would be to create an outpost for his knight. D5, D4, E8. Um, and it took me, luckily I thought about this move for a while because I did not at first, I did not see this. Like I just went as rook. I did eventually see it. So I did play bishop takes rook eventually. But yeah, I think I thought for at least 5 minutes and didn't even see it just because I'm not expecting him to hang a piece. So it's actually it's not hard to miss something like that. Um, but luckily I did not miss it. I mean I'm winning anyway, but I'm like really winning. Bishop here takes. So if I was not up by a lot of material and I was playing better player, I probably would not simplify things by taking this bishop. Um, like I would try to keep the pressure on, but like I am up material and I might as well just exchange this down to an ending. So I did. Um, and then d5, and then this kind of ended nicely. Just keep pushing my pawn, right? So you get a passed pawn, just push it. That's not always the case, but typically when you have a passed pawn, you push the passed pawn. Knight e5, g4. Yeah, and at this point, I'm kind of low on time. I have 15 minutes. He has 25 minutes. Anyway, bishop e6, f4. So I'm threatening to go f5. It goes here, g6. And now he just lost a pawn because I take here and I'm attacking this bishop. And now he just loses a bishop. So here he has to just go here, but he's lost. It doesn't matter. Oops. Yeah, after this, like he's really got nothing. My rook's protected right here. I just like march my king over, take the pawns. It's easy. Yeah. So anyway, knight h8. So I just win this bishop because after he takes here, I got check, and he didn't resign here because he's not a really bad player, but I think this is his very first tournament. And it's at a small tournament. Like there's, I don't know, 20 people there total. It's like a $10 entry fee. So it's a small tournament. So, I wasn't expecting him to necessarily be very good. And, he didn't, you know, it's a game. Like I said, I wasn't really even planning on posting this, but, I'm trying to document all my games, up until hopefully I reach at least 1900 again. Over 2000 would be great. 2200 even better, but I have to actually start studying in order to do that. But anyway, so that was my first game of that tournament. The next round I might play somebody really good, so that'll be interesting. So till next time.